my my Teletubby. I had made this video already, but I don't know what happened. It just, whatever. Anyway, today we're going to talk about how to deal with jealous people and haters. But before we can deal with these people, we first have to, I think it's important for us to know what is the root of people feeling jealous or being haters. Now, it's been my experience, thank God, with age comes wisdom. I realize that most jealousy comes from feelings of inadequacy. The person sees something in you or another person that makes them feel that they aren't quite as good as you. Now, it could be real or it could be imagined, but the feelings of inadequacy are projected through negative thoughts. That's what they're thinking about, negative thoughts or negative actions. Now, let me just give you an example here. Let's say that a woman may be jealous of her friend. This is supposed to be her friend who makes more money, has a nice car, and designer clothing. And rather than being happy for her friend's success, this woman feels that her income, her car, and her clothing are inadequate by comparison to because she's so busy comparing herself to her friend, so she feels that her car and her income is inadequate when she compares it with her friend. She may feel like a failure in her life because her success is not even on the same scale as her friend. And keep in mind, they may have graduated at the same time, graduated from the same course, and yet her friend seems to be doing so much better. What can I tell you? You can usually tell when a friend is jealous. You can tell because they tend to withdraw from you. They withdraw from you. They don't really want to talk much to you. And this usually happens when things are going well for you. Also, they try to dismiss. This is huge, 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 because this has happened to me, and I experienced this with family. They try to dismiss your accomplishments, like things that you may have accomplished. They try to get rid of that, don't want to talk about that for too long, or they want to move on very quickly. That's how you can pretty much tell when someone is jealous. The way I think it's best to handle this situation, because you don't want to lose family, you don't want to lose those who you figure are loved ones. I find that the best way to handle this, Tubies, is to be the bigger person. Now, sometimes it may not be easy, because some people, no matter how much you try to get them to see themselves in a positive light, they're still going to end up being haters. What can you do? Now, what I find to be helpful and what I discovered is that people will naturally be more drawn to you when you're interested in talking about them and not yourself. Have you ever noticed that? Their jealousy will subside because the focus has been turned towards the positive things about them and the positive things that is happening in their life, and not about what they may be lacking. Because they obviously feel that they're lacking in something because they're not on the same level as you. Oh, who cares? Me, it doesn't faze me that way because I'm not materialistic. I never have been. I remember an incident that occurred with my daughter where she thought that I was jealous of her about some TV, big screen TV. Oh, honey, please. I'm not a materialistic person. And Tubies, usually when I watch movies, I watch my movies on my tablet or on my cell phone or even my laptop. I don't need no big screen. Even though I had a big screen, we got that when I was married, but that was more for my husband. He was into that kind of stuff. He was a Taurus, materialistic. I'm not like that. The reason why I looked at my daughter sideways is because she lied. She had lied to me regarding money. She said that she was broke. And, if she didn't want to help me out, come on, my daughter has helped me numerous times. You didn't have to lie this time. Just say, Mom, you know what? I can't pull that one off this time. I can't do it. But the fact that she lied, you claimed that you were so broke and so poor. So when I walked into her house and I see the TV, I just looked at her like, whatever. But she's thinking, oh, it's jealousy. And then she also felt it was some jealousy because of her husband. She has a husband. I mean, my daughter's on the same planet as me. I've been married twice, sweetheart. Twice. I'm trying to tell the girl, I've been married twice. And I was engaged to be married a third time. It's not hard for any woman to go out there and get a man, especially when you're paying his bills. When you're doing the financial heavy lifting, you're paying the rent, the mortgage, the rent, the utilities, you're paying everything, paying his bills pretty much. Any woman could go out there. You can go to the YMCA, you can go to City Mission, you can go to a lounge and grab up a man. But having a husband is not a problem. It is easy. No, I don't want a husband. I don't want a ball and chain. I've already been down that road and it doesn't work for me because you have to go back into being a child. You have to be submissive to your husband. If you want to do something and he says no, then guess what? It's no. Like the Bible says, be obedient to your parent. You leave your parents' home and now you got to be submissive to this person. That's the same as being a child. So when it comes to that little thing that she was talking about, because a husband, you have a husband. No, baby, no, 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 no. Mama don't want no more ball and chains. Not for this gal. And also, when you know that a person's jealousy is rooted in their own insecurities and their own self-doubt and feelings of inadequacy, this helps you to be more Christ-like. And I say Christ-like because it helps you to be more understanding and to change your reaction when someone acts out of jealousy towards you. Now, if a friend, they might make jealous comments towards you because of how perfect your home is, or you everything about your life seems to be so perfect. I think that you need to disarm them. And the way to disarm them is with saying something a positive to them, a positive comment. For example, you could say, wow, you really admire me and I admire you so much because your garden is so much better than mine. You certainly have a green thumb. God knows I don't have one. It's nice that we all have different strengths and abilities. You see how you disarm them? Providing them with a compliment and also acknowledging that differences do exist and that's normal and that's fine. This should help to ease their insecurities. We must recognize, however, that you cannot compliment someone into happiness, but you can help disarm their negative comments that are rooted, here we go, in jealousy, meaning that they're feeling inadequate or they're feeling less than, if you provide them with positive feedback. I think that's the Christian way to handle it. It's not always easy to compliment someone, especially if that someone is not someone that you're especially close to, or that's not a person who you find to be very likable. It's not always easy. However, it is empowering to them and to you when you make practice out of positivity. It makes them feel better by helping them recognize the positive in themselves, and it will also make you feel good when you help make someone else's day and you make someone else's life a little brighter. Don't you think that's loving, tubies? Okay, now we keep in mind that words carry power. Words carry power. Being a positive influence in the world, especially when it comes to a person who feels like they are less than you, that's a powerful force. You got to help others to be better and to do better by focusing on the positive things in their life, especially when they have these negative comments that's coming your way, or they're trying to, not acknowledge your accomplishments, or they're trying to change the subject real quick when it comes to anything that's good that's happening to you. Now, if you're able to practice this method of disarming a jealous person, it will become easier and more consistent over time. Because practice makes perfect. We all know that. You'll find that they will be, in time, they're going to return the favor, maybe with compliments towards you and others, because you have made them feel good, and to focus on, there's a lot of positive things going on in your life as well. There's a lot of things that you are amazing at that I'm not. Showing love and using positive words to encourage can be infectious. So spread it among many people in your community, and guess what that's going to do? That's going to hopefully make the world a better place, at least just a little. Like I said, the only people who I feel deserve attention are people who are helping to make the world a better place. And if you practice this and do this with someone who's feeling bad about themselves, hey, there you go. You deserve attention and lots of love. I realize, however, that there are some people in this world that simply won't change no matter what tactic you use to disarm or disengage their jealous behavior. Some people, it's not going to work. These haters will hate you one day because they feel you're too perfect, and then they're going to hate you the next day because of your faults. You can't win them all. You can't please everybody. Just think about a president. He runs for office. Everybody didn't vote for him. Everybody's not going to like you, but that's okay. That's okay. As long as you love you and you have God's stamp of approval and Jesus' stamp of approval, you're good. You can never do right by some people. These people, once you recognize who they are, they should be limited or they need to be cut out of your life. You don't need someone who is continually trying to tear you down in life. They can't be happy for you. Their own insecurities may be so deeply rooted that only professional help is what will help change their ways. I mean, that's something that is beyond your control. When I think about it, I have a few haters and jealous people that I have to deal with. Some are acquaintances. I don't even call people like that really friends at this rate. Friends, acquaintances, and would you believe it, some are family members. Some people have, check this out, these are some areas where people are very jealous of me or haters or whatever, because in this world you have some people who have very to no self-esteem. And I have a very healthy, very, very healthy, and I mean healthy, because it's not healthy to be arrogant and to look down on people and to think that you're better than others. But I have a very healthy self-esteem, not arrogance, but I do feel good about myself. And you have a lot of people in this world who don't have that. And when they see that you are like the bubbles in champagne or you are always positive, they hate you. They're haters. And then you have some people, they don't like who they are and they lack confidence. Me, on the other hand, I'm just the opposite. I'm confident for two reasons, mainly because I'm a child of God and Jesus Christ. And when I hook it up, honey, I know I got it going on. Come on now. I have a mirror, I have pictures, I have videos, I have whatever. I don't need anyone to validate me outside whatever. I don't. Like I said, the only validation I need is God, Christ, and Sheila. True love. That's it. Now, would you believe that some people are also jealous of my YouTube channels? I have two YouTube channels. One is my ministry channel, and this is my advice and hopefully my channel where I can help people. And when some people are sitting up here hating me for my YouTube channel, they look at, you got this many subscribers, you got this many followers. I have my Instagram also page, and I got this many followers. I don't care about no followers. I don't care about no subscribers. I love you all for subscribing. Thank you. At the same time, that's not my main objective. My purpose for making YouTube videos is with hopes to help, educate, influence, and encourage people. I hardly ever talk about my YouTube channel to anyone because it's not that type of party, not for me. But if I do, which is hardly ever, you can tell that they're haters. You can tell that they're jealous with the way that they have withdrawn and the way that they try to dismiss my accomplishments. They try to dismiss it, or they want to move away from it very quickly. Let's hurry, not talk about this. Yeah, everything is not about your YouTube channel. Whatever, Some people have even gone to the point of rolling their eyes. Can you believe that, Tubi? Can you believe such foolishness? That's ridiculous. I see numerous YouTube people who have in the millions subscribers. They're talking about things that people are interested in. That's pretty much that. They're not trying to be fake and phony. You know what I mean? I'm also a published author, as my Tubies know. I have my book, that I have out, and I have a second book coming out. I am a published author, Sheila Truelove. Best information before leaving Earth. Answers. Can you see that? That work. Sheila Truelove. Yeah. Would you believe that because I'm a published author and I have my book on Amazon, because that was my dream. I just wanted to see my book with the big boys. Amazon is like it. You know what I'm saying? I have family members who can't stand that fact. Tubies, and that's crazy. Instead of being happy for me, I have someone who she's withdrawn from me completely. Okay? It's really sad. It's a very sad day when friends and family can't be happy for your happiness. I mean, what can I tell you? And can you believe that some people are also jealous because I work for the state? They have taken the state exam. You got to take a state exam. They've taken this test numerous times and they can't seem to pass it. I've tried to help them. I got like 3 or 4 people who I'm trying to help, get into the state, because I might not be making all that great money, and God knows I'm not. But the medical benefits are great. The vacation day time, I get all this time off whenever I need it. I get to focus on my books and type. The money might not be the best, but it takes care of everything I need. And I even have a few luxuries. You know what I mean? I have everything that anybody else have who's making whatever. But I can't believe it that some people actually feel jealous because I'm working for the state. That's ridiculous. But I also realize that you can't let that stop you. You have to keep being you and keep being true to yourself. Sometimes having haters, it's a sign that you're doing things right in life and that you're successful. People who are jealous of you, they know that you're doing well and they want that for themselves. God don't like ugly though. You can't be happy for other people. That's horrible. Especially when you claim that you're their friend. Rather than investing their time in making their own lives better, they try to bring other people down. Their insults, their criticism, and their hate are directed at you because they feel, I'm not going to say because you know that you're better than them. Come on, there's not a human being on this planet better than the other one. I think we're mature enough to know that, but they feel that way. So they try to look for faults in you so that they can think that they're better. They got to be better in one way than you. That's, to me, all of that is nuts. That's ridiculous. It's stupid. Like I remember, the jealousy, like I said, is rooted in their own failures, and it's rooted in them feeling inadequate about life. Like anytime if I made my kids feel like I was jealous of them, mommy is never jealous of my children, never that, because their success is my success. Them being successful makes me look good as a parent. But I notice sometimes when I see that they are, doing good or going up, the only thing I be feeling is that my kids are no longer going to be, they're not going to need mommy. They're not going to need me. You see, what they may see as jealousy is not jealousy. It's fear, I guess, if you want to call it fear. It's like a person, let's say you have your best friend, and your best friend hit the lotto or the lottery. And you know that she deserves it because she's been through a life of hell. And if anybody deserves it, she does. At the same time that you're happy for her, you still have this feeling of, it's not envy, it's not jealousy, it's like a fear. Now that my friend have this lottery and they won, they're not going to want to be around me anymore. They're not going to feel like they need me anymore. So what some people may construe as jealousy is not jealousy. It's that the person feels or realize they're going to be moving up. And the more up that they go, the more away from me that they're going to be moving. The more away from me. And if you're a parent, you love your children, you don't want, who wants that? You got your best friend that you love like crazy. Who wants to lose their best friend? So everything is not really jealousy. It really isn't. At the same time, you cannot let jealous people, you've already tried to diffuse the situation. You tried to, um, you did everything in your power to try to disarm that feeling of jealousy by putting the tension on them to remind them of all the positive things that they have going on, and remind them of my hair looks horrible. I look horrible, but who cares? Whatever. I hope I get the message out there. That's what's important. Um, Remind them of their accomplishments. But I still say that's kind of horrible, because why can't you celebrate or feel good about what you've accomplished? You've set goals, you've achieved them, and you should be allowed to be happy about that. But we don't want to lose friends. We don't want to lose family. So we have to disarm people. We have to disarm the situation, better yet. And that's how it goes. But don't allow these people to bring you down, to beast. Keep being you and keep being successful. Often having people that dislike you in life, that's a sign that you're doing a lot right, which is exactly why people don't like you. You know, people don't like you because they feel that you're doing right, and you'll never have their favor. Okay? Because people will dislike you, especially when you remind them of their own their short failings, or you failings, what they call failings. I don't call it failings. It's just a matter of different things, happen to different people. But their shortcomings, and you remind them of their shortcomings, and they feel like a failure because everything is happening great for you, but there's good things happening for them too. The more successful you become, the more you will find people will become jealous, and thus here comes the negative commentary. It's going to be coming your way, so prepare for it. But if they are a friend and a true friend, you can disarm that by what we talked about previously. Now, what you have to do is do all you can when it comes to, some people, regardless of what you do, you can't help them. Oh, well, you have to avoid, you have to disengage and disarm, ignore, or you're going to have to cut these haters out of your life. I mean, really. I got a lot of this information from lifehack.org, and I read it, and I had to bring my own personality into it, but it made a lot of sense to me. So anyway, keep being true to yourself and don't allow people to bring you down. You have to keep being the best you that you can be. This is Sheila True Love, truly loving you as always, and you know I do. You always have a choice. Please choose wisely. Don't forget to subscribe, press the like button, and share. Sharing means caring. Share the video with anyone who you feel may be uplifted by this or who may need it. That's why I do videos, like I said, to try to be a good influence and try to encourage and educate and help. That's pretty much the gist of it. Sheila True Love, truly loving you. Until next time, I'll see you on the other side. Bye, babies.